recording this too for later usage. So we are now live. All right, where is my broadcast button? Let's go full screen. Let's share my screen. Looks like we were recording, so we're already broadcasting. Awesome. Well, let's get into the presentation, shall we? Okay, what time we got? We're at 6 o'clock straight up, Mountain Time. So welcome everybody. My name is Dr. Dondee Nettles, and I want to welcome you to the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide, the ultimate side hustle. There's going to be many terms that we're going to go over tonight, but I want to welcome you first and foremost for taking time out of your Tuesday evening to spend the next 25 to 30 minutes with me. And let me just get into the presentation right away. As I said, my name is Dr. Dondee Nettles, and I've been working in this industry of network marketing for almost 10 years, and with this company specifically for almost the entire duration of that time. And what I'm about to share with you, maybe you're seeing it for the first time. Maybe it's something you've got a little bit of familiarity with, the terms biohacking and some of the other terms that I'll be using tonight through this presentation. Maybe it's completely foreign and brand new to you. All of those scenarios are okay. Take notes and take it at your own pace, because nobody gets something the first time around. You'll need to hear it over and over again. But let me introduce myself. I was a family wellness chiropractor for almost 20 years, had a wonderful, wonderful practice. I was an AM talk radio show host. We had the 4th largest practice in the state of Arizona. When I saw the information that I'm going to share with you, and it changed my life dramatically, not because I was looking to make a greater impact professionally, although that was always the case. I was looking to have time with my family, specifically my children, who were very young at the time. When I saw the information I'm sharing with you, my son was 3 years old and my daughter was literally 2 weeks old, and I had no capacity to be a father to them. I was an absentee father, and there was no way out until I saw what I'm going to share with you, which changed my life dramatically in the year after I saw it. When I got involved in this business, got involved in this company, started sharing these products with people around the world. And within 1 year, I was able to replace my income very close, sold my practice, and I've been doing what I'm going to share with you for the last almost 9.5 years. So none of that may mean anything to you. It may be exactly what you're looking for. You and you alone will decide. So let's get into this information, and let me share some information with you. So, as I said here, it's the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide, taking control of your own biology. So let's first start with a foundation. This is a business. It's built on what is called the new gig economy, which operates right here. This is the platform of the new gig economy. The companies that you see there, Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, Amazon, they all capitalize on the vast majority of people who utilize these services do it from a cell phone, because the vast majority of the world, in fact, what it says, or what the companies that are really looking at this, and the trendsetters and the ones that evaluate mega trends, like companies like Intuit, who really, I would say, and I contend that they know more about how money is made and spent than any other company in the world. They predict by the year 2020, less than 2 years away, that 40% of the global workforce will be working part-time in this gig economy, and most of them will be doing it on their cell phones. So Uber changed the way the world gets from point A to point B. Airbnb changes the way people sleep for the night. Facebook changes the way the world communicates. Literally, that we have literally 2.2 billion people on planet Earth use Facebook on a very regular basis and communicate with each other. And Amazon has literally, through e-commerce, has changed the way the world buys goods and services. That is what we call the new gig economy. And what I'm going to share with you tonight fits perfectly into this platform. So let's talk about what we're really talking about. Your daily life expression is either being hijacked against your will, chemically, physically, and all the things that way you can see there. Let's just talk about and define these terms. Hijacked. What does that mean? Well, hijacking is taking over something and using it for a destructive purpose. Sometimes you're aware of it, sometimes you're not. You take a cell phone call, you may not understand the electromagnetic force going around your brain, and you may take necessary precautionary measures. But the key is that you have the ability to be a biohacker. And let me take my window here a little above so you can see this. So biohacking is taking control of your own biology, optimizing your true genetic potential. Literally, your DNA and how it expresses itself can be changed and altered and made more efficient by you and optimized by your choices you make on a daily basis. Literally becoming the best version of yourself using something we call Nutrigenomics. Maybe a new term for you, maybe not. What it is using nutrition and natural compounds to affect your literal DNA expression. I'm going to show you a quick 2-minute video that gets into 2 ways that our company is doing this through oxidative stress reduction and energy optimization. Take a look.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a 1-2 punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow. Being on the forefront of something is a pretty risky, but potentially incredibly rewarding place. Think about being on the forefront of personal computing back in the 70s and 80s, and IBM and Apple showed up on the scene. We were even asking questions, what do we even need personal computers for? I remember being the person asking that question. I remember my father asking the same question. Now it's like, what can we not do? Or what we can't do anything without computers. But that was the 70s and 80s. Just 3 or 4 decades ago, we've gone so far past that. We are now in this. Personal computing is now existing with this. And that's what I wanted to show you on this slide is this is not redirecting your spending as much as it is understanding and choosing to redirect your spending. This is $500 billion that people are already spending in these markets that you see here. And I've got a surprise at the end of this slide. So the $300 billion anti-aging market, we've got a product line for that. You just saw the video on that. $121 billion skincare line. We've got an incredible product line to deal with that. $67 billion pet care line, we've got a product for that. Smart energy, we have an amazing 5-part product source for that. And weight loss is $37 billion industry. And the new one that we're releasing here literally tomorrow is an $85 billion industry of hair care. So we're on the forefront and we're showing people how they can take money they're already spending in a much more efficient and predictable outcome elsewhere. So let's talk about, this is what you're seeing on this slide is our entire catalog of products with the exception of our skincare, or I'm sorry, our hair care line, which we're releasing tomorrow. But as I said, our True Science skincare line, nobody wants their face to age faster than they do. That's what we have that for. It's all based on this NRF2 technology that you saw in that video where we are biohacking. What is biohacking? Taking control of your own biology and making it more efficient, just like technology hacking with your cell phone. So we have what we call our vitality stack, or more specifically, our daily core 4, dealing with your cardiac system, your brain function, your overall energy expression in your body, and how your body cells replicate and slowing down the aging process with our vitality stack. We have pet tandem. So for those of you who have a dog, we already know it's a 7-to-1 ratio. Dogs age 7 times faster than we do, but for the exact same reasons. And that is what that product is specifically formulated for, to help that process slow down. Axio, our brain food neurotransmitter optimizing energy drink that is just a powder that you add to a regular 12 to 16 ounce bottle of water, shake it up and drink it down and optimize the performance of your brain, the mental clarity, the focus, the attention span, the attention to detail in your daily life by getting rid of brain fog in a very natural and unbelievably scientific way. And I'm going to talk more about the science here in a second. So, and then we've got our physique weight management system. Remember from the previous slide, a $37 billion industry is weight loss. But what does weight loss depend on? And why is it such a great profitable market for most people? Because you lose weight, gain it back, lose weight, gain it back, lose weight, gain it back. People are making a lot of money off of inefficiency. We have a much better way. You lose the weight by understanding how your body works, making sensible, common sense decisions every day, keeping it off and being healthy. That's what we have to offer the market that no one else out there has. And as I told you, our hair care line, which we are releasing tomorrow, is going to literally revolutionize the $85 billion industry that's already out there. So right here, guys, is your entire biohacking approach that we have to help you be the best version of you can be. So let's talk about where this came from and the science I alluded to. We have 20 plus, 24 to be exact, peer-reviewed and published studies on how beneficial this information is, published in research journals like the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine, done by scientists at universities like Harvard and Virginia Tech or Virginia Commonwealth and The Ohio State University, and then literally published in medical journals so that these scientists and researchers and influential doctors understand the magnitude of this and are publishing this data so that you don't have to have it as a regular part of your conversation, but you can trust that it's real, it's legit, and it is something that is influencing the world. You just may not know about it yet. And you can validate these at pubmed.gov, as you can see there in the center top of your screen. So let's talk about where else this information has been shared. It's not just for the scientists and researchers. It's for your average people that have a TV and watch it or listen to things like podcasts and things. There's people all over the world, scientists and researchers, talking about these amazing trends of nutrigenomics and biohacking. NBC did an entire show on it. It was covered in the Wall Street Journal, where they specifically focused on that product that you see there, our flagship product that got the world focusing on the ability now to literally biohack your entire cellular aging process, slow it down, make it more efficiently. And why that's even so important, and I'm going to share it here in a slide, is that it literally has been proven to extend life by 7% in mammals. Unbelievable. Shown on the Today Show, ABC News did a primetime investigative report on it that literally got the world's attention focused on us. PBS did a show on it. Dr. Phil had Donnie Osmond talking about it. And this is a business, and it's why the patents that you see at the bottom are so critically important, to protect the longevity and protect the future of these products. So where do we start? We started in 2003 because ABC Primetime, we were starting to get some scientific data together that people started researching it, shown amazing results. ABC Primetime got wind of it in 2005, and the rest is history. All eyes were focused on our company. Scientists, researchers, and influential doctors started looking at it, wanting to take our product and see what it could do in the arena of anti-aging and overall human wellness. And as a result of the popularity that this created, we decided as a company to switch from the retail model and educate people. Our products were are available on the stores of GNC, High Health Nutrition stores, Rite Aid stores, Walgreens. They just weren't selling. Your average GNC sold 6 bottles a year because people simply didn't understand. It was new technology they weren't familiar with. So we decided to take that amazing product line, bring it into the ability to have it explained to you, and so you could apply it to your priorities in life and make an educated purchase as opposed to an impulsive one. And the rest is literally history. As a result of that, we grew from a $3 million company to an over $200 million company today. And we're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. And I invite you to go look at LFVN, our incredible stock ticker, and see what we've done over, especially focus on the last 6 months to 9 months, and you'll see how amazing it is. And we have an impeccable corporate leadership team. So if you look at the flags on your screen there, the ones at the top are where we're currently doing business, those 14 countries. And if you look at the center bottom in Austria just moved from the customer up to the distributor field. And how we introduce our products and introduce our business opportunity around the world is to invite people to become customers first, feel the results first, and then decide to go into the business. And that's exactly what Austria did on the 1st of last month. So now we have 15 countries we're doing business in. The next 6 that you see down at the bottom, excluding Austria, because they've already moved up, are going to be the ones that come in next, and it's going from there around the world. An amazing global opportunity that you have, but it's based on a proven system, which is so, so critically important to go from that computer lifestyle to the laptop lifestyle, now to the cell phone lifestyle, and take a global business every single place you go. That's capitalizing on the gig economy. The app, we have an amazing app. Everybody's going to an app. We have the most robust and easy to use free app available in the network marketing industry, bar none. And not because I'm biased, because I understand how they work and I've seen them. If you don't have it yet, go to LifeVantage or type the word LifeVantage to 44222, download the app and start taking advantage of it and see what it is. See what it means to connect to a team. You then now have instant connectivity with your team of support, and your team that you're working with. And we have we do have systemic result products, but we have systematic, regional, and corporate trainings all over the place to help you get the understanding that you need, the skill set that you need, the mindset development that you need to take this proven system, put it in place for predictable success for you so that you can take control on your own terms. But let's first talk about this industry. Network marketing as an industry is doing the number of billions of dollars of sales annually that you see on your screen there. Look at 2011, $158 billion in products being moved through this industry around the world in 2011. And just 6 years later, it increased by 30%. And that was last year, 189 billion. It's increasing more and more every day as 2 things happen. People capitalize on technology harnessing, building a business from your cell phone, and people who want to be healthier globally with less and less medical intervention. We have all natural products, and those are 2 trends that are globalizing around the world better and better every day, which makes this a greater opportunity for you each day. So let's talk about the timing. As I told you in the beginning, people don't like to embrace change. We are creatures of habit, right? So that red line that you see there, that red curve, is called the diffusion of innovation bell curve. It's how people accept and embrace change, and we're not very good at it, and we don't like it. Case in point, Apple. When the iPhone 1 first came out, some crazy people stood in line for a week to get their hands on the Apple, and everyone else, Apple 1 and everyone else made fun of them on that iPhone 1 until they started having amazing results. They weren't dropping calls. They were having better results on their phone, taking connectivity issues to a higher level. Then the iPhone 2 came out, and the iPhone 3 came out and moved up that to the early adopters. People that were seeing the results that other people had first, because don't we want to have someone else see don't we want to observe someone else's experience first before we jeopardize our own and jump in? That's just human nature. Then the iPhone 4 came out, and more people, the early majority came out, and here yours truly came on the iPhone bandwagon with the iPhone 5, because I wanted to not only see somebody else have an experience, I wanted them to see what it did long term. And so when I jumped in, now we have the iPhone 8 and we're going to get the iPhone 10. So the key is that we embrace it slowly, but at the expense of observing other people. That is just how people handle it. So we are now about to go into the early majority phase, and Apple has already gone there. So now I want you to look at the blue curve. That is what is called the timing curve, the business S curve, how companies start and move through progression as people embrace and accept the changes that new company innovation brings with them. So if you can see where the purple asterisk is, that's what we call the sweet spot of momentum. When you get in a company or you embrace a change or you embrace a movement before the world knows about it, your opportunity for success and capitalizing on that 80% growth of momentum is predictable. When you're up, if you see where the purple arrow is up at the top of that timing, that's called too late. How about if you would, now that the iPhone X is out or the iPhone 10, try to buy stock in Apple now versus the stock that Apple was offering at the price when the iPhone 1 came out. It's the difference about missing that timing. We don't want you to miss this. And if you look around the world at what the world wants, they want better health, less and less medical intervention, and they want to take responsibility for their own lives. That is called biohacking. That is exactly what we're talking about now. So the timing is in your favor, and where you see the early to the left where that logo is, that's where our company is. Literally, the world doesn't know about our company, which makes your timing and your potential so incredibly great. So let's talk about how you get involved. Fast track with a pack. We have a gold pack and a platinum pack opportunity to come in and test the waters. Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you have another business already. Maybe you have another side hustle already, in which case a gold pack would be for you. Part-time, spare time, work it in whenever you've got some availability, and you come in on a $650 pack, which has a 25% savings on the products that come along with it. It also comes with a ticket to the next, remember, regional and global trainings. It comes with a ticket for that. Now, our best option is our platinum pack. This is our business builder for $1,250 plus tax, and it comes with a 30% saving on products. And if you see, both of these include the assets to the right. It's a low startup cost. I mean, $1,250 plus tax to start a multi-million-dollar business, which I'm going to show you here very shortly, is unbelievable. Go out and try to buy a franchise and look how much money you're going to pay into it, and also how much you're going to pay to the franchisees. This is your business. You're not paying anybody except yourself with this. But to look at all the assets that come with it. The corporate team. We've been a publicly traded company for 15 years. Capitalize on that. We've gone from 3 million to 200 million in a time where the world wants what we have. They just don't know we have it. The production lines, you don't have to worry about mixing stuff up in your own basement. Quality control, you don't have to decide. It's great. We've got an entire department for that. Shipping, you don't have to make deliveries. Our company does it for you. Customer service, we've got an entire room of people that handle all the orders and all the questions that come in through that. The website, IT, who expands your website, you get a free website with this. Advertising, marketing, legal, and compliance, none of those headaches are yours. They're all in the company, and they all come free of charge as assets that come with your 650 plus tax or 1250 plus tax intervention into and jumping into your own business with our company. Accounting, paying checks on time, and events and promotions. We literally starting tomorrow is our global convention. This is the kind of stuff we're talking about. So how you can fast track with a pack so you can answer this question. How do I make money? Well, when we're talking about those products, you might have thought of some names. That's your network of customers. Share the information with them. Invite them to see something like this. Try some samples so they can experience the product benefits and even be open to the business, or maybe they're not ever, but they're going to have a higher caliber of life because of the products. Now, the people that maybe you know that need a little extra money, or that they tried another side hustle and it's not working for them, that's your network of business builders. How do you make money? By sharing this information with people, and in so doing, you get paid weekly, you get paid monthly. We've got multiple bonuses for that. We can go over them in greater detail if you ask the person who sent you on tonight's webinar. We also have a program where we give away $25,000 gifts for building your business, like free Jeeps and travel and Rolexes and Harley Davidsons and all kinds of other cool stuff. And we also have, my favorite part of this is the wealth building capacity of our 4% elite global bonus, where we take 4%. Remember I told you we're a $200 million company. We take 4% of our global sales and split it among the top 4 ranking levels of our company and give it back as a thank you for building our global business. That is, and it's huge money, guys, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. How far can you take this? Right here. I want you to focus on 2 columns, the monthly average and the paid rank. So the paid rank all the way to the left, and our monthly average from left to right, the 3rd column, because we're talking about real money and real people making real money. So let's just look at our Pro 3 rank, which your average person working in their spare time can accomplish in the first 6 months. How would an extra $580 into your monthly bank account on top of what you're already doing, because you're doing this in your spare time, what would an extra $6,000 a year coming into your household, what would that do for you? Could you go on that vacation you've been putting off? Could you put braces on your kids' teeth that you couldn't afford up until now? Or let's take it another step, Pro 5. Within your first year, on average, people reach this rank. $2,500 a month coming in as a side hustle. How about paying your mortgage maybe and then some? What would you do with an extra, $30,000 a year working part-time on top of what you're already doing? Because everybody does this part-time to start. That's the kind of results we're talking about. $25,000 or $2,500 a month, $30,000 a year could make a major impact in the average American household. And if you follow that all the way down, $110,000 a month, how could you bless people with that? Starting with your own family. Unbelievable. That's how far you can take it when you decide to. So you've got 2 choices. The next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, however long you live is going to go by anyway. I'm going to show you 2 different options. The first one, the top one, the traditional 40 to 50 plan, most of you have already been trained on, and most of you have bought your seat and you're already on that train. It's the first 20 years of your life. You're growing, you're learning a skill, you're learning a trade, you're learning a vocation, you're getting into life. And then from the year 20 and beyond is when you go out and earn based on what you've learned in the first 20 years. Your job, your career, you start a company, whatever it is. And then you put in 40 to 50 hours a week for 40 to 50 years of your life to try to retire on 40 to 50% of what you couldn't live on anyway. And that's called the life you have left to live. Here's the sad part about it. 95% of people who are trying to retire at 65, it wasn't happening. So what did we do? Did we make it easier to retire by 65? No, we moved the age of retirement from 65 to 73. And even those people aren't able to retire. And the average person has a lifespan of 77. So even if you are able to retire, 4 years of living life, what kind of equality is that? So contrast that to the option at the bottom, working with LifeVantage, the same 20 years. You're still maybe learning, growing, doing whatever you're going to do, going to school, going to college, applying for a career, whatever. When you see this information, you cannot unsee it. You cannot unhear what you've just heard. You now have another option though. Let's just say it takes 10 years. Be a student of this game for 10 years. And if in 10 years you could make an extra $10,000 a month for the rest of your life residually, would it be worth it? The 10 years is going to go by anyway. Now you can retire whenever you want with a residual income stream. So think about, let's just say you're 35 years old. Let's say you're 55 years old and you're seeing this information for the first time. In the next 10 years, working with a team, by the time you're 65, let's just say $10,000 a month. Could you live on that for the rest of your life coming in and go for an extra, whatever is it, 12 years of retirement and truly live life without the financial headaches? You absolutely can. And that's what we have to offer you. And imagine if you're less than 55, let's say you're 20, by the time you're 30, 47 years of living an unbelievable life, that's what you have in your hands. So never depend on a single income. An amazing quote by Warren Buffett. Make an investment of time and effort to creating a second source. And just to show you what our company is all about, we love to help you make money. We love to put amazing products in the hands of people around the world. But what we even love more is to make a difference. This is our legacy program, and these are just some of the companies that we work with around the world, literally making massive, massive changes and helping people live a higher caliber of life. So thank you so much for attending tonight. Get back to the person who invited you. If you've got any questions, you'd like additional information, please get back to them and they would be happy to share it with you. But as I said, thank you so much for attending tonight. I hope this information was valuable to you. And if it was, please share it out with other people. Have a great night and God bless.